Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Soundpeats Engine 4. As you can see, high-res wireless, LDAC, and that's the shape. They have, as you can see, this is the number 4 version, but I have not tried the previous engine variant, shall we say. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Soundpeats themselves for sending this unit to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own, as per usual. And these are, I think, $60, but I will add in the description a code so you get it cheaper. I think it's around $42. And yeah, let's just get into it. So yeah, let's see what you get. So LDAC Engine 4, you can see the drivers in there, which obviously I'll show in a bit. So there's just some specs: Bluetooth 5.3, 20 Hz to 40 kHz, 10 meters, which is fine. Playtime about 12.5 hours, so it's quite a lot, up to 43 hours with the case. And there's just milliamp hour batteries for the units and the case themselves. Yeah, that's it. So in the next clip, let's see what you actually get. So you get the units, which are normally in this protective kind of thing. That's the case themselves. We'll have a look at that in a bit. In here you get the normal paperwork. You get something to do with the app. There is app support. But I've shown you that before and you know what it looks like. User guide, which I'll show you in a bit, because it's always quite useful. And the quick look at the earbuds themselves. You can see there. Blue, so the left. The right one is red. So it's very straightforward. Obviously you can see that there's a driver inside there. And that's it. I do like it's a circular kind of tip. On the other ones it's oval. I didn't find them as comfortable. And that's pretty much it. Type C, as you see, Type C. Button to reset it, and that's a indicator light for like charging and things like that. And in here you get tips. Small, mediums are fitted, so small and large, and just a charging cable. So yeah, I'll quickly show you to the user guide because it's always quite important. So yeah, it's in the next clip. So just quickly go over the user guide. Obviously I'll just go over the English section. So first time to use them, and you have to make sure you take the film off. You can't miss it, but when you take them out the case, there's a blue film that's over the charge connectors. Just make sure you take it off. But pairing to different devices, because these have multi-pair. Reset, how to fit them, product diagram, how to use them, but this is in a text format. So they actually got volume control. Now when Soundpeats makes items when they've got like active noise cancellation, transparency mode, that button normally means no volume control because they ran out of buttons basically. But on here you got volume control, so you can see game mode, voice assistant, switch between 2 active calls, next track, previous track, but it's good that it's got volume actually on there. Colours, what they indicate the battery life. And that's it, so on to German. So yeah, in the next clip I'm going to do a microphone test so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, then on to the full review. Just a quick mic test of the Soundpeats Engine 4s. I'm using this in stereo in a quiet room. Yeah, and this is just what they sound like. So this is the Soundpeats Engine 4. Yes, so welcome to my review section of the Engine 4. So let's just get straight on to like the app. So I haven't included it this time. Please do check my videos from before because it's exactly the same. There was an update to basically fix, I think, the multi-point. Yeah, basically that's it. So make sure you do get the app just for firmware updates. Basically, I don't like how you have to log in, but I've spoken about that before. But the app is fine. It's got all the functionality that you need. EQ, obviously firmware update. You can toggle a few things on and off, so it's worth checking. Just as well, you heard the microphone test. I didn't think it really was that good. It's obviously usable, but I don't think it's the best I've heard from Soundpeats. And yeah, so let's just have a look at these. So let's talk about battery life. So obviously you saw in the guide how much it is. and these are meant to be up to 12 hours, 12 and a half. Now with LDAC, you won't get that. You'll get, it all depends on the codec you use, but these are probably one of the best ones I've tried with LDAC for battery life. But you won't get 12 and a half. You'll get over 6, 7, 8. It all depends on your volume. As you can see, there's the driver there. So these are a dual driver setup. So one acts as like a woofer, and one acts as more like treble, shall we say. And that's pretty much it. So it's touch control. It does seem to work fine from what I did. It's kind of a hexagon kind of design. And yeah, quite straightforward. Obviously there's a button in there to reset. So battery life on these I thought was actually pretty good. Now connectivity as well. Now super easy to pair, as like all Soundpeats stuff is. It's always straightforward. And the connection between this and my phone, which is a Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, absolutely perfect. Even through walls, I got I think 20 meters away, which is nuts. So yeah, whatever they use inside is very, very stable, as in the aerials and the actual chipset. Now they do use Bluetooth 5.3, and it works fine. So it works perfectly fine. So one of the modes, because this does not have any like ambient mode or active noise cancellation. It's got game mode. Now it's supposed to be 70 milliseconds low latency. Well, it is better than having no low latency mode, but it's still not perfect. But it's as good as I think you can get via a Bluetooth device instead of something wired. Obviously wired is always best, but it is what it is. Yeah, so also they support multi-point, so you can connect to 2 devices at once, which is very useful. And the only device I think I have that does that is the WF-1000 XM4s, the Sonys, which are 3 times I think price of these more. And it's good to see much more affordable gear has LDAC and multi-point, so you could connect this to your phone and laptop at the same time. So that's crazy, but it's great. Say it's great value for money. Now, I don't know what the actual chipset they use for these, but I don't think, obviously it's not a Qualcomm one, but yeah, let's talk about, I think, sound really. So yeah, I'll probably go for sound. So these are not what I expected. So you can see from the bass, it has the same kind of bass bump that all Soundpeats gear has. So the sub bass rolls off, but you can see around the 40 to 60 hertz is a big where it tops off. So these do have a big enough of a bass hit, but as you can see at the lower mid range, it's quite clean. Now I prefer a little bit of bleed because it gives a bit more warmth, like body to male vocals. They said male vocals sounded fine with these. It's just a little bit softer. It's more of that bass hit. I do like electronic music, and I thought the low end on these was actually perfectly fine. And because of that cleaner lower mid range, the mids on this are really clean. To be honest, I had no problem at all. And you just have quite a gradual gain in the upper mids. So female vocals do sound fine on it. They're quite a safe tuning, I thought. When I first got these, before I even graphed them, I thought it sounds a little bit soft. And obviously when I graphed them today, because I hadn't seen a graph of them at all, and I realised why. So lower treble is, you can see, gradual gain. But the thing is, which is good or bad, is see how it drops off after 4. Now, good thing about that is you do have less fatigue from it. I found these very, very easy to listen to for hours. But a negative of that is you can lack details where certain instruments where there should be, and now with that you don't really hear them or they've gone. So it's pros and cons with it, but as a positive for me, I do like to listen for stuff for a good few hours if I can. Obviously at sensible volumes, and they did sound fine for me. I think a few people may not like that treble dip, basically. And apart from that, they're not a bad set. instrument separation on these is pretty good because it uses dual drivers. There's 2 dynamic drivers. Again, you can check all the promo material so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, they use two DDs. And apart from that, they're actually the same fine. You can see as well that they actually match quite well on the actual graph. A little bit of imbalance, but you don't really notice that at all. Apart from that, they are a good pairing. Yeah, not too bad at all really. So conclusion is, do I wreck them? Now, if you grab these with a coupon for $42, that's not a bad set for something that's Bluetooth 5.3, dual dynamic drivers, LDAC, and multi-point, and decent battery life. Plus the casing is the usual Soundpeats size, so it's not that big. Now, I've tried some other Bluetooth ones which have much larger cases. Again, they're not a bad set. So connection wise is good, battery life's good. The sound depends if you like that. In the app you can EQ it out, so bear that in mind. Or if you want to EQ it manually, I was quite happy with the tuning. It's a bit safe. It can sound a bit dark because of the bass bump and then that treble dip. But apart from that, they're actually not a bad set. I did not expect the treble dip. I was expecting these to be quite bright because some of the Soundpeats gear, they don't have that dip. They elevate there. These are quite safe on that. But if you get for $42, they're not a bad set. It's a good overall set. Soundpeats have made quite a few now. Like, I've tried quite a lot, and they're all quite consistently quite decent these days. They're all a bit different. But yeah, these are a bit more of a focus set. There's no active noise cancellation, so bear that in mind, or ambient mode. But I think because of that, you gain battery life and you gain dual DDs. And I think that's pretty much it. So I've spoken a lot and rambled a lot. If there's anything I've missed, please do let me know in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.